Welcome everyone to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you've ever looked at the fast-paced world of business and thought, I want to be the one pulling the strings, launching the products, and driving the success of a massive brand, well, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're walking through a completely comprehensive career roadmap for becoming a marketing manager. We are going to cover the whole shebang, everything from the core personality traits you need, right down to the specific educational requirements, top institutes, your expected salary, and the long-term career growth path. It's literally your complete journey from student to director. So, let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Is marketing for you? 2. Mapping your educational pathway. 3. Finding the right institute. 4. Day-to-day and salary. And 5. Your career growth path.
All right, starting with Section 1 is Marketing for You, Discovering Your Inner Marketer.
Okay, let's dive right into this. I really want you to ask yourself a very simple, direct question right now. Do you like to persuade or influence people? Think about your friend group or your family. Are you the one who usually convinces everyone which movie to see or, where to go for dinner? Because that fundamental desire to influence others is the absolute core of marketing. If you don't actually enjoy moving people to take action, this field might be a bit of an uphill battle. But if you do, you are already off to a fantastic start.
Beyond just liking to persuade, you absolutely must have excellent communication skills. You are the voice of a brand, after all. Furthermore, you really need to be the kind of person who likes to set new goals for yourself. Marketing is never static. Once you hit one target, the market shifts, and you need that internal drive to immediately aim for the next one. It's a constant challenge.
Because at the end of the day, a marketing manager isn't just about making pretty advertisements. It's a highly critical corporate function focused on marketing services or products, developing strategy, conducting market research, and handling public relations. But here's the absolute bottom line. Your main job is converting demands into sales. All the strategy and PR in the world doesn't matter if it doesn't actually move the needle on the company's revenue, right? You are the crucial bridge between a product and a paying customer.
Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds. Mapping your educational pathway. Building your foundation.
So how do you actually get the formal training to do this job? Well, it's a pretty structured step-by-step process. Step 1 is completing your 10+2. And the really great news here is that this can be in any stream. You don't have to be a math whiz or a science prodigy for this. Step 2 is getting your bachelor's degree. Now, our source notes that graduation isn't strictly mandatory for a basic entry-level sales career, but if you want real, serious career development, a degree is essential. Preferred streams are BBA, BCom, or BBM. Finally, Step 3, the real big accelerator, is a postgraduate diploma or a master's degree, specifically an MBA in business administration.
Now to unlock those degrees, you have to get past the gatekeepers, the entrance exams. For your bachelor's degree admissions, you'll be looking at exams like the CET, SCT, or DU-JAT. If you're aiming for that powerful postgraduate MBA, the arena gets highly competitive, with, quite honestly, an alphabet soup of exams like the CAT, XAT, GMAT, SNAP, NMAT, or CMAT. Yes, that is a lot of tests. But a quick pro tip from our source material here, always make sure you double-check the duration of the specific course during enrollment because they can definitely vary slightly by institution. Of course, all of this fantastic education comes with a price tag. You can expect the approximate course fee to range anywhere between 1 to 3 lakh Indian rupees. Keep in mind, these are estimated numbers, and they will absolutely vary from institute to institute. Now, seeing a number like 3 lakhs can be a significant hurdle for many focused learners out there. But please don't let this stop your journey, because we have some very concrete solutions for this exact problem.
Our source actually provides 2 excellent pathways to fund your education. On one hand, you have scholarships. You should absolutely visit the National Scholarship Portal. There, you're going to find central government schemes, UGC or AICTE schemes, and specific state schemes. Availability varies, so check it often. On the other hand, if scholarships don't quite cover it, there are structured loan options. The Vidya Lakshmi portal, which was developed under the guidance of the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Education, is an amazing central hub for student loans. Alternatively, some states have dedicated student credit cards with super low interest rates, like in West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar. And remember, practically all banks offer education loans. The point is, you have options.
Moving right along to Section 3, Finding the Right Institute, Choosing Your Arena.
Now that we know how to fund it, where should you actually study? These courses are typically offered by the Department of Management or Commerce. Let's look at the heavy hitters in the government sector first.
The Indian Institutes of Management, or IIMs, are legendary. Whether it's Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kolkata, Kozhikode, or Lucknow, having an IIM on your resume is an absolute golden ticket. But there are other truly fantastic options too, like the Department of Management Studies at IIT Delhi, Sydenham College in Mumbai, or Madras Christian College in Chennai.
But hey, if the government route isn't your path, the private sector has some incredible institutions as well. You've got places like Amity University, Narsi Manji in Mumbai, PP Savani in Gujarat, and IBMR IBS in Bangalore. And for those who might need a bit more flexibility, IGNOU offers an excellent distance learning alternative. But please, take away this one absolutely crucial piece of advice. Always check if a private institute is affiliated and accredited with the UGC before you apply. You should also check their official rankings on the NIRF website just to ensure you are getting a top-quality education.
Okay, Section 4, Day-to-Day and Salary. The professional life.
Once you finally graduate, what does your actual Tuesday look like? Where are you going to work? Well, you'll be stationed in corporate houses, multinational corporations, private companies, or banks. But don't expect to just be sitting at a desk all day. The work environment is highly dynamic and involves extensive local and countrywide travel. You'll be leading a team, and your working hours? They'll vary wildly from day to day depending on campaigns and client needs. Also, a really fantastic note from our source, there are strong, inclusive opportunities for the differently abled to thrive in this specific field. It's a career that values mental agility and strategy above all else.
And for all that hard work, strategy, and travel, what's the expected reward? According to PayScale data cited in our source, the approximate salary of a marketing manager ranges between 24,000 and 84,000 rupees per month. Now, a big caveat here, these figures are indicative and absolutely subject to change based on your location, the size of the company you work for, and your personal experience. But it does give you a solid baseline of what to expect as you establish yourself in the role.
Finally, Section 5, Your Career Growth Path. The Climb to the Top.
Now, this is where the roadmap gets truly exciting. Because you don't just stay a manager forever. You typically start on the ground floor as a marketing representative or supervisor. Prove yourself there and you become an area marketing manager. Dominate your area and you step up to regional or zonal marketing manager. From there, you oversee entire vast territories as a general marketing manager. And finally, the pinnacle of the roadmap, director of marketing, where you literally dictate the entire vision for a major corporation.
Now, theory is great, right? But let's look at reality. Our source provides a perfect, real-world example to prove that this theoretical climb actually happens if you put in the work. Meet Gautam Vij.
Gautam's story is the exact roadmap we just discussed, completely brought to life. He's a commerce graduate with a diploma in management from Lucknow. And he didn't start at the top. He started his career on the ground floor, as a distributor's salesman, working with Philips Lighting and MRF Tires. By taking on more diverse roles and gaining some hard-earned experience, he steadily climbed that ladder. He eventually rose to become the regional sales manager for Central India at Ranbaxy in global consumer healthcare, looking after massive territories like UP, Uttaranchal, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha.
And this brilliantly illustrates our very first point today. Look at this quote from the source. Vij believes that he can operate in any given condition. That is the ultimate personality trait of successful marketer. It's that adaptability, that resilience, and that relentless drive to set new goals that allows someone to start as a distributor salesman and literally climb to manage sales across half the country.
So, we have walked the entire roadmap. You know the traits you need, the exams you have to pass, how to fund your education, the exact institutes to target, and the incredible career trajectory waiting for you. The path is clearly laid out. The only question left to ask yourself is, are you ready to take the first step and eventually become a director of marketing? I really hope this explainer has given you the clarity and the structured roadmap you need to make that decision. Get out there, start influencing, and I'll see you in the next one.